For every swing, every moment, the Milwaukee Brewers fight. It's not just about hitting the ball, it's about leaving a legacy.
Hello, passionate Milwaukee Brewers fans. Welcome to Brewers Fan Central. This is the place where passion for the Brew Crew meets accurate information. Before we dive into the exclusive details of this negotiation, shaking up the back offices, I have a quick but very important request for you. If you live and breathe Milwaukee baseball and want access to insider-level analysis before anyone else, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell. Join our community so you don't miss a single play, rumor, or official confirmation. Let's build the most informed fan base in the league together. It is fascinating to observe the narrative building around our team right now. We are in late November 2025, and if you listen only to the outside noise, you might even forget that the Milwaukee Brewers just finished the season with the best record in all of Major League Baseball. Yes, you heard that right. It was 97 wins, historic franchise record. However, a dark cloud of speculation seems to hang over American Family Field, with the national media obsessed solely with whether or not we will trade our ace, Freddie Peralta. But today, I want to shift that focus. As someone who follows every move behind the scenes, I can tell you that the front office isn't just thinking about who is leaving, but rather who is arriving to solidify our quest for the World Series trophy. And my sources indicate a very interesting move coming directly from a division rival. Chatter in league corridors heated up this week with a direct connection between the Brewers and the versatile Willie Castro. For those who don't recall, Castro was an all-star for the Minnesota Twins and finished the 2025 season wearing a Chicago Cubs jersey. The information circulating, corroborated by projections from experts like Tim Britton of The Athletic, is that the Brewers are positioning themselves to offer a one-year contract worth $8 million. This type of move has the classic signature of our management seeking value where others see uncertainty. Castro, at 28 years old, is the type of Swiss Army knife piece that modern managers love. But his arrival raises important tactical questions. Why Castro, and why now? Analyzing the market coldly, Milwaukee needs reinforcements in the infield, specifically at the shortstop position. The dream target for many, Ha-Seong Kim, opted to test the market after declining a robust offer from the Braves, which likely places him outside our budgetary reality. The Brewers model rarely involves entering multi-million-dollar bidding wars for superstars unless the value is undeniable. Therefore, the strategy turns to efficiency. Andy McCullough, also of The Athletic, was precise in predicting that Milwaukee would not seek a star to replace Joey Ortiz, but rather a versatile complement. And here enters my John Heyman factor analysis. The market is undervaluing consistency in favor of flashy names. Castro isn't a savior. He had a rough stint with the Cubs after the trade deadline, posting an anemic OPS plus of 42 in 34 games. Is that scary? At first glance, yes, but Brewers scouts look beyond the small sample size. They see a player who historically delivers league average offensive production and crucially can play almost anywhere on the diamond. Paying $8 million for that flexibility isn't spending money, it's buying insurance against injuries and slumps, keeping the championship window wide open after a 97-win year. As we deepen the analysis on the potential arrival of Willie Castro, we need to speak honestly about the elephant in the room, Joey Ortiz. The 2025 season was a brutal reality check for our young shortstop. We saw his offensive production plummet, creating a black hole in our lineup during critical moments. The front office, however, does not seem willing to give up on him. Signing Castro wouldn't be to replace Ortiz permanently, but to create what we call a luxury platoon or a reliable safety net. If Ortiz doesn't recover his swing against tough right-handed pitchers, Castro steps in. If we need coverage in the outfield, Castro is there. That is the beauty of roster depth, something championship teams understand very well. Let's get to the numbers and the market logic. McCullough correctly pointed out that we shouldn't expect the Brewers to absorb a massive contract like Corey Seager's or make a financial splash. Milwaukee's fiscal responsibility is well known, therefore bringing in a 28-year-old ex-All-Star who knows the division and has faced our pitchers in the playoffs is a low-risk, high-reward move. If Castro regains the form that took him to the All-Star game with the Twins, $8 million will look like a bargain. If he is just average, he still fulfills the role of a veteran utility man who stabilizes the bench. Furthermore, there is a psychological and strategic aspect here. Taking a player from the Chicago Cubs, even if he wasn't a star there, sends a subtle message within the National League Central. It shows we are monitoring rivals and ready to capitalize on pieces they might not value as much. The Brew Crew knows that the difference between winning the division and grabbing a wild card often comes down to 2 or 3 games. Having a player capable of performing in multiple positions allows manager Pat Murphy to rest his starters without drastically sacrificing defensive quality. Another crucial point is how this affects the rumors about Freddie Peralta. If the Brewers can fill roster gaps with smart, economical signings like Castro, the pressure to trade Peralta in exchange for prospects to plug holes diminishes. We can keep our ace at depth with Castro and enter 2026 with the 97-win roster practically intact and reinforced. The front office knows the window of opportunity is now. They aren't rebuilding, they are retooling. The bet on Castro is a bet on Ortiz's recovery and the belief that the Brewers' development system can extract the maximum from a player who has already shown brilliance in the league. It's a game of chess, not checkers, and that is exactly how small market teams stay on top. In summary, the potential signing of Willie Castro for $8 million is the kind of surgical move that defines the modern era of the Milwaukee Brewers. It's not the signing that will sell thousands of jerseys on day one, but it is the piece that can secure vital wins in August and September. We are talking about protecting the roster against Joey Ortiz's regression and adding veteran versatility without compromising the franchise's financial future. It is a smart, sober maneuver focused on maintaining the standard of excellence of those 97 wins. Now, I want to hear from you, Brewers fan. What is your opinion on bringing an ex-Cub to our roster? Do you think Willie Castro is the right insurance policy for Joey Ortiz? Or should the front office open the wallet and chase a big name like Ha-Seong Kim, even if it costs more? Leave your opinion in the comments below. I want to read every one of your analyses. And don't forget, for quick, in-depth, and always first-hand analysis on our Milwaukee Brewers, subscribe to the channel and share this video with other fans. Let's make some noise this offseason. Until next time, Brew Crew,